Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Psychic Sundays Live with your host, the Queen of Ooga Booga, Psychic Sally Diane.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to my favorite hour of the week, right here with you, answering your questions. Now, if anybody wants a reading from me, please send an email to sally@sallydiane.com. Is it info or Sally? Oh, info. Send your email to info@sallydiane.com. And just let me know you want a reading, and we'll set up an online reading. All my readings now are online, and we can set one up for you. So send an email and see me in person for a one-on-one reading. Now, who is our first?
Our first victim
Yes.
is Speak Knowledge.
Hi, Speak Knowledge.
Can I get a reading from Spirit using the runes?
For using the runes. Okay, yes. Okay, and that feels like the right handful. Okay, Speak Knowledge, and they're saying that you do have success within your grasp, but it's up to you to embrace new things. So this is not time for you to just sit and do things the same old way. In order to be successful going forward, you have to look at new ways of doing things. Know that life is going to send you some gifts. So you're going to have some serendipity, if you will, over the spring. I like to see that. I also see the torch coming in for you, Keen Ass. And that tells me that the Spirit is saying, that you do have the energy. Don't let your energy fade. So this is time for you to embrace change. Yes, embrace change. Don't be stubborn. And also establish stronger ties with your family. Okay. Thank you, Speak Knowledge.
And next we have Jasmina.
Hi, Jasmina. Welcome.
Jasmina wants to know whether she'll get a job by March.
Okay. Job for Jasmina. Okay, so it does say that you've been looking for a very long time for the right job. It's sort of like you put your feelers and started actually browsing for a new job all the way back in September. All right, so basically your biggest hurdle is the money, because it's not that you can't find a job. It's that you're having a hard time finding a job that will support you, which is what you need. Okay, and yes, the answer to that is a yes. You have the Ace of Cups right here, and it is right in front of you. So it has been a tough search, but yes, there's a job right there. And who's next?
Next we have Fortune Cookie.
Hi, Fortune Cookie. How are you?
I have a new friend. His name is Nicholas. Would like to know what he feels/thinks of me.
Okay, well, you always trust your gut, but let's just see what the cards have to say about Fortune Cookie and Nicholas. All right. Okay, so what does this tender little seed of a relationship look like? So the cards say, well, they are giving you a big wait and see. So you are going to have to wait a while before you know for sure. Yeah, they say wait and see. So I think you're really liking him now. But the cards are saying, before you make any judgment, just wait and see. So don't make your own judgment. Don't make up your own mind about him, because you don't know everything about him yet. And there may be some things here that are deal breakers. Oh, good. Oh, all right. So, yeah, you need to know who you're dealing with first, and that doesn't mean to walk away, because I think there is potential here. But Spirit is really saying that in order for this relationship to work, you have to give it time. So don't let it move forward too fast. Take the time to get to know him. So he and his life can be complicated as well, but he could be a very good partner for you.
Okay, and next we have Bonita.
Hi, Bonita.
Bonita would like a general reading for the whole month.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, no. Let's see what Bonita needs to know right now.
Okay, so what does Bonita need to know? And of course, don't forget to put a question mark at the end of your question so that the producer can see it. He has a program that just grabs the ones with a question mark at the end. Okay, so this is a very active month. And it feels like it's almost one of those months where you feel like you're 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And you're just competing for everything. But that's not necessarily a bad situation at all. It does say that you're not going to get everything you want this month, but you're going to get some of it. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Yeah, and this is a month where you need to start planning for the summer. So it is a very active month. So don't get stuck on anything this month.
Next we have O'Neill.
Well, hello, O'Neill.
What opportunities are on the horizon for me professionally?
Okay.
And they would like to use the runes.
Okay. Well, we can use the runes, certainly. Okay, the runes say for O'Neill and opportunities. There we go. All right, so you do have something coming up, and it's unexpected. I have a feeling that this is something that you've walked away from. This is an opportunity that you think is gone, and all of a sudden it's right there in front of you. Very pleasant surprise. It looks like there is a contract that goes with this, but it's a bit complicated. All right. Actually, the contract, even though it's complicated, it looks like it's a pretty good contract. This opportunity has it's a blessing. It has certain protections for it, certain money protections. But I also think that there might be little penalties built in there as well. So make sure you read the whole contract. Yeah, you've got something new coming up, and it's excellent, very excellent. And you're also strongly aspected in love. So I don't think they want you to forget about that. Right. So who's next?
Glenifa.
Hi, Glenifa.
She wants a love reading.
Love reading. Okay. And in the area of love, ooh, okay, so I worry about this devil, and it's showing up first thing. And I worry a little bit about what you're actually looking for. What we think we're looking for and what we're actually attracting are 2 different things. And for some reason, maybe this is just what you're used to, or maybe, I have no idea, but for some reason you are attracting maybe controlling or abusive energies, and that concerns me. So be very careful about that. I do see somebody coming to you, and this is somebody that you knew in the past, and there could be some sweetness to him. But again, be careful. Be careful when your deal breakers come up. Decide them ahead of time, and when they come up, you run. Anyhow, so then. Relationship-wise, you have something good coming in, but you can't let it. You can't carry all the responsibilities in a relationship. Okay, that's not how you make a relationship successful. Relationship's supposed to be 50-50, and It's saying that once you get into a relationship, you want to do everything. You want to, you know, and it's for good reasons. But don't carry more than your own weight. Make the other person carry their weight too. So don't get yourself in a position where you're overburdened, and do know that you might have a tendency to attract the abusive, the mentally abusive and controlling aspects of people. Just be aware of that, so you can kind of turn your back on it when you see it. But do know that something's coming in, someone from the past, and this is something that can be very sweet and long term.
Rosie's Fairies is next.
Hi, Rosie's.
Hi, my roommate is breaking the lease early. I have nowhere to go. Will I be living out of my car for long?
Oh boy, Rosie, I am so sorry you're in that position. Always remember what goes around comes around. Anyhow, tell Karma you want to see. Karma's gonna get him. Okay, so what kind of cards tell Rosie's Fairies? All right, so it starts out with the Page of Swords. So this is one of those things that could be a blessing in disguise, because the universe is reaching out saying, we've been trying to push you out the door for a long time. This is just them being a little brutal about it, which, if you don't do what the universe tells you, that's what's going to happen. One thing you're going to discover is that you have more friends than you realize, and you have more support than you realize. People who have turned their back on you before will come back around, and you're going to find out that, maybe it wasn't you that was chasing people away. But I do see friends, and I just see that support group forming around you and doing a really good job. So the cards are saying you've got lots of friends who will help you out now. You're not alone. All right, but having said that, and you did talk about sleeping in your car, it says that you will, and it's giving me a period of 9 days. So it's going to take you a week and 2 days to find another place to live. Make sure you bring extra blankets. Okay.
Next, we have Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Wanted to know a timeline when I will have another part-time job so I can start making extra payments on my car.
Okay. So, Patricia. The cards think you're really crazy, and you're really loading yourself down with getting a part-time job. So I have a feeling that you're just in one of those kind of occupations where even a part-time job is quite time-consuming, because cards seem to think that it's really going to burden you down. And maybe if you get too busy with work, then you neglect things, other things. You neglect your home, you neglect yourself, neglect your friends. And so it's warning against not overburdening yourself and loading down on one thing. All right, but it does say that you are going to find something, and this seems to work hand in hand with the job that you have, which I like to see. So yeah, you're going to get some sort of a little side hustle. Yep. So, and she wanted a timeline, and I would put that before Taurus, and Taurus is halfway through April. Is that right? Yeah. So by April. Okay.
Next, we have Sean.
Hi, Sean.
How will my poster campaign do? Will it bring in sales?
You also need to follow the poster, not just physical posters, but a lot on social media too. In other words, just get a PDF of your poster and make sure you put it on all the social media outlets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People know how to do that.
Yes. Okay. So, well, I think that the reason I'm saying that is because they're telling me that Sean might be being a little setting the bar too low. Yeah, and even here you have the reference to don't forget the electronics, don't forget social media. Also, poster isn't enough of an ad. You are going to have to spend some money. And yeah, there's right what the devil is that if you want it to be successful, you're going to have to fall off your wallet a little bit more than you have been. But it could be very successful. Okay, so who's next?
All right. Quit playing with emojis.
You're daydreaming over there. What did I do to you?
Benafsha wants to know what the energy is like for the rest of the month.
Okay, the energy for the rest of February. Jeez, we haven't even gotten to St. Valentine's Day yet, and it feels like February is almost over. Which, by the way, happy St. Valentine's Day, everybody. Since that's happening next Friday.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay. Energy for the rest of the month. John? Okay, so it looks like you're in a healing mode. So I don't know exactly what it is that you're hanging on to, because it's saying, right now it's time for you to deal with, but not the emotional side of Benafsha. So that makes me think that everything else is still enough that you can kind of go in there and resolve whatever outstanding issues you have. Whatever outstanding emotional baggage you are carrying from the past. This is a really good time for you to put all that behind you. Actually, it's necessary, and the universe is giving you the time and the chance to put all this emotional hardship behind you. So don't get stuck in a bad situation. Sometimes bad things happen to us, and for some reason, we get stuck right there instead of moving on. And you're just going to have to let go of whatever it is that you're stuck on and move on. Okay.
Alrighty then. Next
Yes,
we've got...
and yes, things will go much better for you after that.
Next we have Cool Libra, who's looking for relationships. Oh, love relationships. Let's be specific here.
Okay. Love relationships for Cool Libra. And, I always get like, they just have to just start flirting shamelessly. And that starts out with the King of Wands, and so it says that you are ready for a relationship. You're more than ready for a relationship. Okay, so, and having a hard time. That devil's been showing up a lot, darn it. So what it says is, you got your stuff together. You just have to make sure that the partner that you let into your life has their stuff together too. Okay, so it's saying you waited this long, choose carefully, but you should, but you will have some to choose from between now and April.
Okay, April. Okay, next we have blues and April.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, we'll go with that. What can I expect with Sam?
Okay. Being Sam. Okay. All right, Blue. There's a potential for great happiness here. There's just a little bit of worry, like you have Temperance reversed, so there's a little bit of worry about excesses. You know, drinking too much, eating too much, spending too much, all the vices that grind down a relationship. Those are something that you have to deal with in this relationship. Okay, so there is potential. Girl, he's a lot of work. And so then you just got to ask yourself, are you ready to do a lot of work?
Okay, then. Braveheart would like a spirit reading.
Okay, Braveheart. Spirit reading it is. Grab the runes. Ooh, it's time for to pick 4. Pick a card. Okay, and for Braveheart. All right, you have Suelu, Fehu, and Hale. Gallus. And so you have the sun, the week, the disruption. What this means is that you do have a joyous period coming into your life, and this is a time for you to make, don't just blow it all or anything like that. Any benefit that comes your way, make sure that you put a part of that toward the future. Because since things are going well for you, this is time for you to build on the future. And the runes are spirit's kind of going like this. It's saying, you were in a position like that before and you wasted it. And so you're getting another chance. Yeah, you're definitely getting another chance at what you want. And it's going to come in a very improbable way. It's saying always be on your toes and know what you're looking for. Okay, know what you're looking for. And this one right here, this is Tiwaz, and it has to do with Tyr, who's a god of truth and justice, and the truth really seems to hit me in the face. And basically, it's saying while you're looking for what you're looking for, know that people that you couldn't trust before, people who have deceived you before, will deceive you again. So you already know to avoid those people. This isn't a time to be giving people second chances. Also, there's some big changes happening within your family. And this is something that looks like it will improve the family relationship and pull you in more. And last but not least, you have Answers, which is ancestral God, which is talks about your ancestors looking over you.
Okay. What can I answer?
What?
Seashells, hello. Do you see a move coming soon? I feel I'm a bit done with this home and wanting newness and sunshine. Oh, that's not the house. That's you.
Yeah, but sometimes changing your surroundings does pull you out of a funk like that. Yeah. You know, so many everybody spends too much time looking in the rearview mirror, and that whole shoulda, coulda, woulda. What was, what is. You cannot change the past, and you can't sit there and just constantly chew over it. And you spend a lot of time chewing on things that hurt you in the past, kind of thing. And cards saying, stop that. Also, personally, quit chewing on things in your past. You have the King of Swords here. If you want to move, you definitely have the energy and the resources and the direction to do so. So basically, cards saying you can move if you want to. Funny thing, you get death, but it's death reversed. Death represents change, so death reversed means nothing will change. So it's saying yes, you can definitely move, and nothing will change. That's a trick answer, because nothing will change except you. So I would say go for it. But when things start getting better, it's not because you moved, it's because of you, because you adjusted your attitude.
And that's what we started with before the cards got put down.
Yep. But wasn't it fun reading the cards?
Kara Jane wants to know, I looked at a room for rent from L and want to know if it's in my best interest to rent it.
Well, yeah, I can see that you've had issues before in the past. Wow. No. You've got somebody that's, I was going to say you've had issues in the past with people being real clingy. This one is very, very clingy. And, this is, you just can't get much worse cards than this. No, don't rent from this person.
Okay, then. Well, folks, it's time once again for that magic segment. Once again, it's time for Pick a Card, this time for the week starting February 10th, 2025. Here we go.
And which card will you pick this week? Will you pick card number 1? Or card number 2? Or card number 3? So what is it? What is it this week? Is it card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? If you pick card number 1, then your tarot card for this week is the Fool. What an amazing card. The Fool says this is a time to be optimistic. Basically, this is a good week to look at everything through rose-colored glasses. And always remember, your attitude controls your altitude, right? And with the Fool is the eternal optimist. He just believes that there's opportunity around every corner. And this is a week when you can be like that. And you can take certain chances. This is a week for you to embrace joy. Good week. All right. Did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then your card this week is Temperance. And temperance isn't about abstinence. Temperance isn't about shutting yourself off. Temperance is about making sure that you do everything in a balanced manner, in moderation. This is a week where you don't want to go to either extreme. This card is ruled by Saint Michael. If you have a closeness to Saint Michael, it might be a good time for you to get back in touch with your spiritual side. And card number 3, tarot card number 3 for the week starting
February 10th.
February 10th. And the cards, if you pick card number 3, your card is the 6 of Pentacles. This talks about payout, a small payout, but a payout just the same. So look for little bits of money, little treasures to come your way, which isn't bad. So, it's also a card of budget. Like if you are the one in control of the money, if it is you that is spending the money, do so in a very frugal manner. Okay. And thank you everybody for tuning in to this episode of Pick a Card. Have a great week, and we'll see you again next week. It's a brand.
Okay, then. That was that. Back to the slaughter. Vibe with the Connect wants to know, will my financial situation change soon?
Whoops. You know, you're not all, be careful that you don't focus entirely on money to the point where you forget to focus on the people around you. That's really easy to do when you're worried about your finances. Okay. And for vibe, well, your financial situation isn't impossible, but it does show that you're having to kind of budget a little bit tighter than you'd like to. Ooh. You have the Tower, and the Tower is one of those cards. It can be either good or bad, but you've got something big happening. And it does benefit you. So, the answer to your question, which was, will my financial situation change soon? Yes, it will. It will actually change for the better. But in that change, it's kind of change because something went really south for somebody else.
Okay.
Yep.
Next we have Cielo.
Hello.
As a career question, writing or something related to music. As if writing music isn't writing.
This is true. Okay. Occupation. Ooh. Well, you got two cards here that are kind of worrisome. You know, it says that there was some sort of a tragedy or something, whether it was a company that went under, something just kind of turned everything on its head for you as far as career goes. And you might be a little gun shy because it feels like you're holding yourself back more than anything else. So that's a good thing to know. You can do something about that. Okay, so writing or something related to music. It's funny because the way this goes, where it's saying you're holding yourself back, and here you're sitting perfectly content. It's like what you want to do. You're just looking for permission. And I don't think it has to do with music, although you had so much, it's kind of like you've invested so much time into it that you don't want to walk away from it. You almost feel like if you don't choose it as an occupation, you're walking away from it. But I really feel like you're looking at writing.
Okay. Next, we have Toxic Waif.
Hi, Toxic Wave.
Will our to-do list be accomplished this week?
Is it ever? Oh, that's cards. I'm getting a little sleeping in. There's nothing wrong with sleeping in. Yes, to your satisfaction. I want to know if your to-do list will be done. Yes, because I see you celebrating it. So you're going to surprise yourself. You're also going to hear from a young man, and it's funny. He's got good news. He's loving. He's his hearing from him cheers you up. But there's always a little bit of money involved too, and it is. So there you go.
Divine Oracle podcast wants to know, as of yesterday, I've been asked to do another vendor market on the 30th of March.
Oh, congratulations.
And I have a big one on the 29th. Should I do both or just one?
Oh, that's. I wouldn't do any kind of a vendor booth back to back like that. That's just a lot to carry. But we'll see. The vendor booths.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. Interesting. But even though it's saying don't do it back to back, you've got that hermit there, and sort of like you know which one you want to go with. You know which one has a longer path in front of it. Yeah, as tempted as you are to do the two vendor booths, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
Okay. Next, we have Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
What will Yong say when he contacts me?
Hello. Just being cute. Just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Wendy. Young and Wendy. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what's going on there. You guys have been dinking around for a long time. Yeah. So I think that it's one of those situations. I'm wondering if maybe this is a long-term relationship that's just gone on a little bit too long, because when I see the hanged man is sometimes like sacrifice, the sacrifice you make for a better future, like Odin when he gave his eye for the runes. But right dead center, you've got the tower, which is destruction. So I have a feeling that this relationship is probably not too good for you, because I just get him when he contacts you being a little distant, a little cold, and then giving you the "it's not you, it's me" kind of speech. So I think he's going to peace out on that. I'm sorry. But at least he'll come in contact with you.
Okay. And just in case you're wondering, folks, yes, that mug Sally is drinking off of is half the size of her head.
Yes, it is.
It's not an optical illusion.
No, that was a gift from Marcy. So I never forget who I am.
Sundown wants to know what Brendan's impressions is of them.
Okay, so how'd that first date go? Let's see. He sees potential there. Starts out with the Ace of Swords. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a new beginning. He likes the way you think. That's good. Okay, so he's he likes the way you think. He wants to know more. Good. This is good. Okay. Yeah. This should start moving forward quite nicely. Because Brendan enjoyed the company. He enjoyed the way you thought. He's looking forward to seeing you again.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Sushama. Kindly guide me how I should deal with my would-be in-laws so I can create a happy family.
Okay. Advice for dealing with the in-laws.
Would-be in-laws.
Would-be in-laws. Okay. So just general advice. How to deal with would-be in-laws. Do your homework. Before you go to see them, make sure that you know a little bit about each one. I wouldn't, I wouldn't hire a private detective, but I'd certainly kind of look at their social medias. Okay, so know that no matter what the situation is, no matter what the family is, every family situation is going to have, like this, is going to have adjustments. And there's always going to be ups and downs. So don't figure on it being perfect. Don't try to make it perfect. And don't get stuck too much in, I said this one thing wrong or I said that one thing wrong. Okay, so keep putting one foot in front of the other. Don't get stuck. Definitely reach out to them. Yeah, and take an interest in them. Like I said, follow their social medias. If there's a family business, make sure you do your research and that you know a little bit about it. But it's all about the interest you show. So it's one of those things, you get what you give. Okay.
Next, we have Queen of Joy. F betrayed me for money. Is he a narcissist? We were very close. He betrayed me out of the blue.
Wow. Narcissist. Predator. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he has gambling debts or whatever, because it's one of those things where he just doesn't get it. Doesn't get the size of the betrayal. Okay, so show me more. Okay, so first off, this has kind of brought a change to you, and you're still reeling from it, but it's a positive change. It's a change in leadership in your life. This incident will put you more toward being accountable for my things, being accountable for me, so that nobody could take advantage of you. A narcissist, he's a freaking devil. He's emotionally abusive, mentally abusive. Um, he took the money because he could. He took the money and ran. Where this leads you is no worse for wear. It does say that this does make you a stronger person, and it makes you it makes it easier for you to say no in certain situations, because F should have never had access to your money like that, but he did. Okay, so it really was a blessing in disguise, because it changed your direction. Although I don't like F. F's a bad guy.
Cindy C wants to know, will I be traveling back to Canada soon? Didn't you just get to where you were going?
I'm not sure I'd want to be up in the air right now. Okay, so Cindy C, one of our favorite snowbirds, flying back north. Oh. Okay, I don't think it's going to be soon. It just feels like you've got this period of time where you're nerved up and you're revved up. So I think you're going to be delayed right here. Although it does say that your trip back to Canada will be good. It'll be a fortunate trip. So yeah, it's going to take you a little longer than you expected to start getting back up north, but it's going to be a good trip, and I think you're going to find a little extra money when you get there. Maybe come to a check in your mailbox or something along those lines.
Next, we have Lynette.
Hi, Lynette.
What can I do to become a better version of myself?
Become a better version of yourself.
So how do we stop this reincarnation thing from happening?
Okay, to become a better version of yourself. First off, study your intuition. Pay close attention to your intuition. Pay close attention to your feelings. They'll help you to reach out to people. So be more aware of where you're at spiritually, where the people around you are at spiritually. You have that ability. Also, meditate. It just really feels like that's a part of you that you've just been kind of like, dialing in. And also, pick up your confidence, pick up your chin, and reach out to people with confidence. Know that if you walk in a room, like you're the most popular person in the room. You're going to become the most popular person in the room. Okay.
Next, we have Dorella. When will Tony be reaching out to me?
Okay. Barella and Tony. When will Tony be reaching out to her? He will. 4. What's today's date?
The 9th.
Okay, I think he's going to contact you. He's going to contact you right around St. Valentine's Day. That's why I asked the date, because I'm getting a 4 here, so I think we're looking at 4 days.
GNS wants to know, should I stay at my current job or move to the next job offer?
Okay. Okay, should I stay on my current job? Okay, so when I look at the Queen of Wands, I see you in your current job, which it's not bad, but it's not good. I think that there might be a lot of people claiming credit. Maybe you're working for a smaller company and you do all the work and the boss gets all the credit. Anyhow, it does say that you've already been working on a plan. You've already been looking out at what's out there. Although it's funny because you know there's something out there and you're just really not finding it. But you've got justice ahead. That's things coming into balance. So I'd say don't leave until you do get a job. But having said that, know that a job offer is very close.
Okay, then. Next, we have Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Diane wants to know what's going on this week. Are there any messages?
Messages for Diane. You're more intuitive than you know. And this is time for you to embrace change and move forward because you're in a time and space of change. Also know that very soon you are going to have to balance and choose between two very different paths forward. There is no advice as to which one you choose. Choose the one that makes you happy.
Okay. And lastly, we have Brother Chris.
Yes.
As it's 1 year from her mother, is there any messages I can't pick up from her?
All right. Your mom's always been kind of a shy. I remember her as being sort of a gentle soul, but a little bit shy, a little reserved. And I think she's like that spirit as well. Okay, so. She wants you to keep reaching out. She hears you. She's just not strong enough yet to answer. So keep reaching out. Keep reaching out. Keep doing the meditation. There was some heartbreak, like you had asked, but there were messages from her, and there's a message of sadness. I don't think that she understood why her situation changed so drastically toward the end of her life. You know, she knew, but she didn't know. She didn't know all the hows and the whys. So she's feeling a bit frustrated about that. And again, she says, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Because she's on the other side trying to. She just hasn't been successful yet. Okay. Is that it?
That's it. That was the last question.
We're done.
Yep, we're done for today.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Remember, I do offer readings online. Just send an email to info@sallydiane.com, and we'll get together and set up a reading for you.
Any parting words?
Have a great week, everybody. Thank you for coming. Remember to like, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us. And we'll have more friends. Okay, so have a great week. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of your own. Bye.